Well, it may still be summer outside, but it's looking like fall here in Swanton, Ohio, as we bring you the first game of the high school 2018 season as the Rossford Bulldogs come in to take on the Swanton Bulldogs. My name is Josh Harris. Alongside me is Steve Taylor. How you doing, Steve?
Man, it's a great night. Friday night football, and we're getting it on the way. 2018 is kicked off, Josh.
Swanton won the toss and deferred to the second, as Rossford returns the kickoff to about the 28-yard line. I have been looking forward to this for about the past 9 months now. Got the Buckeyes coming up this week, but it all starts on Friday Night Lights.
This is what it's all about, man. Friday Night Lights makes the things for Saturday, which, man, goes to Sunday, man. You know what I mean? But this is what it's all about, man. How these kids prepare everything that they worked on in the offseason. They get a chance to do it now. Josh, everybody is undefeated. This is a great time to be a football player.
Yes, and you can definitely feel it in the atmosphere. Everyone's pumped up, and they want to see some hitting. Kyle Kromanacker, he's a 6'1" junior. He's starting on QB for Rossford this evening. Remember saying his name a lot last year.
Well, see, here's a chance for Rossford to get good footing. You know, they've got 15 returning letter winners from last year, and what you saw was a team that started to have peaks and valleys, but they played in a very tough division in NBC with Genoa, who's absolutely stacked, and Eastwood, who lost everyone last year. So Genoa has a chance. Rossford has a chance. Let's see how it works out.
As Kromanacker is back in the gun, and they run it for about a gain of 1 or 2 yards there.
Straight ahead with Hunter Mix. He's a 5'10", 200-pound senior running back that goes straight ahead with him.
I just need a number on the tackler. That's all I need.
As Rossford looking to the sideline on second down and 9. I'm sorry, second down and 11.
It's actually a gain of 1, so it is 2nd and 9 on the play. I know that they have it on the scoreboard 2nd and 11, but it is indeed 2nd and line.
As, just missed with the pass over to Drew Burtz. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kromanacker to Burtz, incomplete. 3rd down.
As their first drive of the 2018 season is going to start with a 3rd and long. As Rossford gets set. And Kromanacker throwing the ball with the receiver to the right. He gets loose and he gets the first down out to the 40-yard line.
Kromanacker to clock. Tackled by Williams.
And what they run right here, this is a safe pass. This is how you get your quarterback in rhythm. You know, Kromanacker finds Fox on the bubble screen. You pick up a block downfield. You see him utilize his athleticism, move the chains for the Bulldogs.
As Rossford with their first down of the season. Kromanacker with the play. And he drops back and has some pressure, but he runs, he gets loose. He's up to the 50 and taken down about the 51-yard line.
Well, Kromanacker utilizing his athleticism right there. He saw that the blitzer was coming unabated right there. He pulls it down very wisely and utilizes those wheels. Moves out 9 positive yards. It's going to be 2nd and short. That opens up the playbook for the Bulldogs. Good time right now to go deep.
As Rossford looking to the sideline for the call.
Bulldogs will send trips out to the left.
As Swanton showing a little pressure to the left, and they run up the middle, and it looks like they stopped him just a little bit short, driving him back. May have lost about a yard on that carry.
Townsend, stopped by Boyer.
Well, I tell you what, Boyer, quick off the point at the point of attack. They did a good job at winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. They being the Swanton Bulldogs.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and short. As Kromenacker looks to get the call. As Swanton bringing 5 up the line. I think they're expecting a run here.
Empty backfield. Kromenacker's going to take it. He falls forward. He looks like, by my eyes, he's going to get the first down and move the chains.
It looks like he did. Indeed. First down, the Bulldogs.
Interesting right there. What you try to do is you try to formation the defense to move out and try to get push at the point of attack. Exactly what the Bulldogs did, enough to move the chains.
Starting to get a little chilly out there, Steve.
Man, this is football weather, Josh. This is what it's all about.
I'm actually looking forward to this cooler nights. I can probably sleep again. As Kromenacker drops back, and here's a pass down the field. Has a man wide open, but he overthrew him by about 2 steps, and that's going to fall incomplete.
You know, Josh, that is the toughest play for a quarterback to do. They take and they roll the pocket out to the left, and for him to stop and throw back right to a wide receiver that was breaking open, and he broke open late. You know, he just overthrew him, threw the ball to the wrong side. That's a tough throw.
Yes, it is. He looked like he probably threw off his back foot, too, a little bit there. And that will bring up 2nd down with 8:46 remaining in the first quarter.
Overload on the left side, and they'll roll the quarterback that way. Throw back right.
As he had a man wide open, but coming over to break that up is Justin Bartlett.
But he had Jonathan Kellermeyer open in the flat over there. He just overshot him. I tell you what they want. I'd like to see Rossford do is settle their quarterback down with safer throws, kind of like that bubble screen that they completed early on. These are the type of pass plays to take a young quarterback, because Kromenacker, he is only a junior. So, you know, the Friday Night Lights is kind of new to this kid.
As we have 3rd and 10. Kromenacker with the back off to the left. And he drops back. And it looks like his receiver fell down, and that's going to fall incomplete, bringing up the first 4th down of the year.
Incomplete. 4th down.
And while we have time, man, we'd like to take time to thank some of our sponsors: IBEW Local 8 Electrical, the UAW 50 Local Pipe Fitters, and Taz Electronics, some of the sponsors of Toledo Sports Network.
As Cam Reynolds, the first punt of the season, gets it down to about the 10-yard line, and he mishandles the ball, picking it back up. Trying to go to the outside, looking for some blocks. He gets around the end and falls out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Reynolds kick to his own 13-yard
Michael
line.
Wanzak
Swanton.
for Swanton. He made a play out of nothing there.
Well, I tell you, Lonzak did a great job of, you know, first off, just securing the football. But then once he did that, you know, the initial glance up the field and then picking up blocks on the outside and making something out of nothing. And we'll get our first look at the Swanton Bulldogs.
As Dylan Gilsdorf is going to be the one to take the snap for Swanton, as he's under center. And here is a handoff to the outside and pickup of about 2. We'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Stop by Sanders.
That was stopped by Sanders.
Straight ahead, picking up positive yards for Swanton.
They're going to give him 3 on that, so it's 2nd and 7. Gilsdorf underneath center again, as he throws this to the outside, but a little bit off target. That was good defense there by Cam Reynolds.
I tell you what, Cam Reynolds is going to get to know this guy all night long. Josh Van, 6'3", they've got him listed. You know, I've gone some places I've seen him as much as 6'4", but in other words, he's a big kid, a big target, big play guy, and they're going to look to try to utilize him, especially in open space. Try to get your best players the ball.
As that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gilsdorf is going from the gun.
Twins to each side.
And he drops back, gets a little bit of pressure there. Rolls to the outside, downfield, and has an open man, but he mishandles the ball, and that's going to fall incomplete, bringing up 4th down for Swanton.
Well, I tell you what, he was really looking for Hunter Mix, who was coming back for the ball, but coming into the play was Cody Jones. It kind of had 2 receivers in the same spot right there, Josh. You know, and I don't know if that was by design or were they coming back to try to help their quarterback, but he did a good job to try to pick up the 1st down. 2 men in the same place, you know. Ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. As Michael Lonacek back to punt for Swanton. And he's going to kick this from his own 6-yard line. That's going to be a short kick, only falling down about the 45-yard line. It starts taking a roll back for the Rossford Bulldogs. And that's going to go to bounds about the 40-yard line. Rossford with good field position to start the 2nd series for him.
So actually they pick up 7 yards in the change of possession right there, you know, via their defense. So that puts their offense in the short field in a situation where they can move the football and try to put some points on the board.
And it's going to open up a lot of plays for him as well.
7:30 here in the 1st quarter.
As Kromenacker is waiting for the call from the sidelines. They take a lot of the clock up when they
actually are in control of that clock. That clock's winding down to, you know, play clock at 3. Kromenacker gets it snapped at 1 second mark, and he'll keep it.
And can he get around? Yes, and he picks up about 5 yards on that carry.
But very patient run right there. You see him allow the blocks to set up down the field, utilize his athleticism, quick feet, elusiveness as he eludes the first would-be tackler, and he maximizes his opportunity for gain, making it 2nd and 5. That's a quarterback's down.
He looked very comfortable handling that ball there, as that's going to bring up 2nd down. Kromenacker again from the gun.
Bunch formation out to his right. He's got single coverage onto the left.
And he's going to the left. The open man one-on-one. He has it downfield, and that's a touchdown. Cam Reynolds.
Touchdown. Rossford.
And right there, the formation dictated the coverage. You go bunch formation to the right, you go single coverage to the left. It's man on man. It's my best against your best. You see Cam Reynolds is up to the task. 6 points for the Rossford Bulldogs.
As they heave that down 35 yards on that pass and catch.
But Cam Reynolds is 6'4". He's a big kid, big target.
As Holden Martin's in for the first extra point of the year. And that's up, and it is good. And that's going to be 7-0 Rossford over Swanton. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Do you ever drive around the neighborhoods just to look at the houses? I like spotting the ones that have been around the longest because they remind me of the amazing legacy I'm part of. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. For over 110 years, our bank has helped families buy and build their homes, and all that time, one thing hasn't changed. At Genoa Bank, we believe that when we put the mortgage needs first, the rest takes care of itself. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
And welcome back to Maumee High School as the Rossford Bulldogs take an early 7-0 lead in their second possession.
Courtesy of a 35-yard connection from Coleman Ecker to Cam Reynolds.
I think you're going to hear Reynolds' name a lot this season. Jackson Murtha gets set to kick off from the zone 40. A low line drive as that rolls down to about the 10, picked up. No, it's going to roll out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
And that's going to come back a little bit.
Give us time to thank DiMech Mechanical Services, Maumee Bay Turf, Gym Industries, Arturos Pizza, Genoa Bank, and we would be remiss if we didn't mention Benches, Greenhouse, and Nursery, all proud sponsors of the Toledo Sports Network.
Swanton has a chance to take the ball down the field and tie this one back up. They're definitely looking for some retribution here.
Yeah, they're going to have to move the football right here. They need to get some kind of continuity right here. Utilize this home cooking that they got. Move the football. Even if they don't get points right now, they want to see some positivity in their offensive flow.
As Gildor's going to line up under center. Here's a snap, and it's run to the outside as he gets a block. He gets to the outside. He's up to the 50, the 40, still going. Cuts back across the center. He's at the 20. 10-5, touchdown, and there is a flag on the play. This may be coming back.
Let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you, he scores the touchdown, but Josh Vance set the edge on that, allowing him to get to the outside and open up to the space and utilizing that foot. And you saw him put the pedal to the metal, and it was good night, Irene, after that. We'll sort this out.
We're waiting for the call from the official.
Seems to be a lot of uncertainty by tonight's officials.
I'm hearing things possibly he went out of bounds. I didn't think he was that close. But they're over here talking to...
They're going to pick the flag up. They're going to pick the no foul on the play.
And if that's the case,
First and 10.
they're going to say first and 10.
At the Rossford
So they must have...
He must have stepped out of bounds,
Yes.
he said.
40-yard line.
So they're going to say he steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line as he starts to come up the right side of the field. He steps out on the right hash mark. Then they're going to put it in play first and 10 for the Swanton Bulldogs.
That was still a good run by that young man. As they set up under center again. Gilsdorf hands that off to Going. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards, about 5 or 6. Bringing up second down.
Boy, Brendan Keys got a good block at the point of attack, springing that, getting that big 5-yard push up the field. I'm going to call it second and about 4.
It's very manageable yardage here as they're still trying to get back in to this game, tying it back up. They had their chance, just apparently stepped out of bounds. As a quick flip outside. And that was Lonacek picking up the first down.
But right there, they just outflanked the Rossford Bulldogs and get to the edge. They were quicker to the edge, moving the chains right now and meticulously moving the football. But they continue to line up in that wing T, and they give them different looks. They've come straight ahead. They've run right. They've run left. That was a quick pitch out to the left.
And Swanton just running downhill right now.
Wing T again. Inside handoff sweep.
All
on the deck.
Ball. And they are. It looks like it's picked back up by Swanton. As it looks like there's a gain of about.
Lonzak, I tell you, sweet feet, but man, you got to hold on to the football.
We lost a yard on that one. Bringing up second down.
Four and 58 here in this first quarter. If you're just joining us, Rossford leading Swanton 7-0.
Yeah, the clock is still rolling. And quick handoff there as he drives up the middle. Really close to the chains.
Inside handoff, Tyler going.
So they're going to mark him about a yard short.
Junior running back, 165 pound, 5'9", junior. Pushing the pile straight ahead. It's going to bring up third and very manageable.
So here they go and they get set. Gilsdorf under center. Hand it off. And met in the backfield, but he gets loose. Driving forward for a couple extra yards, and he picks up the first down. Gain about 6 there.
Tyler going, sweet feet, but what I noticed from him is everything when he gets hit, he falls forward, and that's what you want in a running back. You want your running back to fall forward. He was stopped dead in his tracks. Good shift. That's a great answer right here for Swanton.
As with that first down, be within 15 yards of tying this up. See what they have under their bag of tricks right now.
Gilsdorf under center this time. He'll turn, he'll hand, straight ahead. Lonzak.
Gain of about 5 there. Clock continues to run. 3:25 remaining in the first quarter.
Very meticulous drive, Josh, being engineered by the Swanton Bulldogs. Very impressive, in fact.
Yeah, Swanton, they ended up coming back from that the touchdown they just gave up and said, you know, we're taking this one back.
Empty backfield. They'll go jet sweep. Trying to get to the edge.
And tried getting a block, but a slew of Rossford Bulldogs there. Stop them short.
Boy, interesting formation. They send trips out to the left, and they sweep Hunter Mix to that side. Defensive backs do a good job at defeating those blocks and really getting into those running lanes, clogging those running lanes. Hunter Mix nowhere to go. Make it 3rd and about 4.
Rossford with their backs to the wall, trying to make a stand here on 3rd down. He sets up under center.
Wing T.
And he's going to try to pop to the outside. And they're going to stop him short.
Jacob Schiffert was not having it.
It'll be 4.
As Rossford brings up a 4th down, it looks like Swanton is going to go for it here on 4th down. Or they're going to change their mind. No one was leaving the field for a second there. They're just trying to mess with us up here, Steve.
Riley Hensley, 5'11", junior kicker. He'll get a chance to get the Swanton Bulldogs on the scoreboard.
There's Gilsdorf. Waiting for the snap.
Gilsdorf is your holder, so you might want to keep an eye on the quarterback. He's the holder.
Putting that ball down nicely. That's up, and it is good. Swanton on the board here in the first quarter. 1:04 remaining. We're going to take a break right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heban, Somner, and Murphree is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree at 419-662-3600 888-638-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs. Moes Place, downtown Rossford, has the best burgers in town and much, much more. Stop by for their famous Flaming Moe burger. Moes Place, proud to bring you Rossford High School sports.
And welcome back to Swanton High School, as the Swanton Bulldogs are on the board now, trailing this one 7-3 with 1:04 remaining in the first quarter. As here's the kickoff, and running up quick to pick that up is Abernathy. He tries going to the right side, and he is stopped right around the 25-yard line.
Tackled on the play by Benninger.
Well, Rossford has shown quick strike capability with its offense. They're being opportunistic, turning in a short field for a quick touchdown. Swanton answers with a very methodic drive on. They get 3 out of it. But here's a big spot for the Swanton Bulldog defense to try to get. It would be huge for them to get a 3 and out or get off the field right here and get that ball back to that offense who had something cooking in that last drive.
Kromenacker from the gun again, as he's looking to run here on a design run, and he goes to the left side and gets a couple yards out to about the 32-yard line.
Well, Kromenacker was kind of bottled up right there. Looked like a little bit of indecision right there. Kromenacker gets 5 out of it. He got more than he probably should have.
Yeah, it didn't look like he really got that far, but managed to pull out a couple extra yards, putting them in decent field position here on second down. They're going to give him 6. We're going to get the call from the sidelines. 16 seconds left in this one. This might be the last play of the quarter. As a quick pass, and that one looked like it hit the ground. Bring up third down with 7 seconds left.
Well, you know, right there, Josh, Kromenacker not getting his feet set, really hurting his throw. That was all arm. He's kind of aiming the football. You know, what you want to do is you want to settle your young quarterback down.
Yeah, he was looking for the quick strike there and just couldn't connect with his receiver. So we got one last opportunity before this quarter ends, as the Friday night lights are starting to shine bright as the sun goes down. Kromenacker. Oh, that's a high snap over his head. Kromenacker picks it back up on the bounce, so it gets to the outside. He's running, throws it downfield, and he's just happy to get away with the opportunity to kick this ball away after we take a break here. End of the first quarter, 7-3, Rossford on top of Swanton. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling, comfort, and fuel efficiency. So when it comes to maintaining them, you need a name you can trust. At Dan R's Automotive, our expert staff will help you find the perfect tires to keep your vehicle at peak performance. We have a huge selection of top brand tires for you to choose from. Having issues with your tires? We'll diagnose the problem and get you back on the road. Visit Dan R's Automotive today for tires from a name you can trust.
It's a fake punt. Oh, no, and then he decided to punt it away. He's not going to get too much on it. It's getting a good roll for Rossford, though, as it gets up to about the 47-yard line. It looked like he was going to fake it, and then he saw 2 defenders right on him and decided, let's just get this ball away, live another day.
You see a lot of that Australian style, nowadays. You know what I mean? To where they kind of run and try to see if there is a lane. If not, then I kick it at the last minute. Cam Johnson for Ohio State made a living at it. Right now, he's making a living doing it for the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you can do it and get away with it, hey, oh well. That's going to set up Swanton in good territory. It'll be a turn. Stand up straight ahead.
Oh, and he got a hole. He's up the middle. Couldn't get past the last defender, but he's up to about the 18-yard line. So they're marking down back of the 20.
What I like is how Tyler Going takes and he hits that A gap in full steam. This is how this play is supposed to written, and executed. Straight ahead, quick hitter, moving the chains for Swanton.
And gets it back to going, and he finds a seam as he's going in for the touchdown, Swanton.
Boy, I tell you, Swanton is getting good blocking at the point of attack. Those big guys up front are really blocking well, and Going does it. This time, you see the sweet feet as he waits. He adjusts a little bit. You see the quick shift in the feet, and he cuts to the gap. Touchdown.
That's going to give them the first lead of the game. As they're on to try the extra point here. Riley Hensley. He made the first field goal. This extra point is up, and it is good. 10-7. Swanton on top of the Rossford Bulldogs. 11:35 remaining in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break here. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
So glad to actually be up here for the football season. Usually when he puts me down in the field, right about now it starts getting really cold. And I never prepare a jacket in the first game of the season.
I've learned my jacket's in the car.
And welcome back to Swanton High School as the hometown Bulldogs take a 10-7 lead over the visiting Rossford Bulldogs. Riley Hensley to kick off here. And he's got a nice leg on him. He gets down to the 12-yard line. As returning it is Reynolds. And doesn't get too far. Gets about the 29, 28-yard line.
Well, we'd like to say thanks to Moes. A great place for burgers and more in Rossford. WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning, Taz Electronics, Heban, Somner, and Murphree and Attorneys, Dan Irons Automotive, Gladio's Do It Best, Brandywine Golf Course, and Reliance Rental and Leasing. If your company would like to be part of our 12th season of high school sports, contact Mike Jameson at 419-514-1302. That's 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson.
As Townsend gets to the outside, picking up the first down.
First and 10, Rossford at their own 40-yard line.
Well, Kalani Townsend right there, boy, getting around the edge. Moving the chains.
So that's going to bring up first down. Getting the call from the sidelines.
Rossford needs an answer right here, boy, because I tell you, Swanton has them reeling after that flurry.
Kromenacker keeps it this time, looking for a block, and he finds a little bit of one, and he gets about 6 yards there on the QB keeper. As Rossford pushing forward here in the second quarter.
Well, you see how athletic Croman, and we've said this before, you know, he stopped dead to right, and you see him just patient, let the guy go by him and explode through the gap and pick up 6 yards when he shouldn't have got anything.
He did pick up a good block to break free there. As Kromenacker back in the gun and gets the pass across. Cam Reynolds with the completion.
Cam Reynolds taking advantage of off coverage, and these are the type of throws that I would like to see Kromenacker and the Rossford staff continue to try to utilize for their young quarterback until he settles in. You've got a big plate, target over there, you settle in with easy throws to win, then you can drive it down the field.
This is a handoff there. Townsend gets stopped right at the line.
Rather rudely. And I tell you, leading the charge there was number 67 for Swanton, and that's Damian Boyer. And Boyer came in there with bad intent.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Kromenacker throws to the outside, is wide open. He gets about 8 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and manageable.
I mean, you have to take advantage of that, Josh. If they're going to play off coverage, you have to be able to make them respect you and close that coverage.
3rd and 2.
That could open up a run here. As going right in the middle and picking up the first down
Townsend, stop by
is
Williams.
Townsend.
Kalani Townsend straight ahead, moving the chains for Rossford. They're doing a great job at answering. 5'11" junior. Wing back, they move him all over the place, utilizing his athletic skill set. 9:41 to go here in the quarter.
Kromenacker, keeper. And he's going to go to the left side, and he gets a little, gets away. And we lost the ball, but it goes out of bounds. That's going to stay with Rossford.
Kromenacker.
As might have an injured Swanton player.
Well, Josh, the left side of the Rossford line absolutely manhandled Swanton on that play, allowing Kromenacker to get to the outside to where he had daylight.
Gave him plenty of space on that. There is a Swanton player injured on the play. And it looks like he's going to get up and just be fine. It was number 19, Isaiah Gillespie. Glad to see he's up and walking. Should probably just sit out this next play.
Will be first and goal from the 10.
Bulldogs driving down 1st and goal from the 10. Opportunity with Swanton to their backs to the wall.
Well, I tell you, I mean, this is literally a dogfight, you know, and Rossford found itself in a dogfight, and they've done a great job at answering the bell, and now Coach Kearns and his crew are going to have to try to find some answers.
It's Kromenacker setting up from the gun. Got Townsend off to the left, and it was a design pass, and that was just a little bit too far ahead of his receiver. Falling incomplete.
That's going to come back 10 yards. It's going to be holding. Move back the Bulldogs. But I tell you, what happens in this part of the field is the field condenses, and the passing lanes, therefore, get smaller and smaller. And if you don't put that ball on the money, that thing can be picked off, and there was nothing there.
Yes.
Kromenacker took a chance, and I don't know what he was looking at, and I'm sure when his coaches show him this on tape, and they're going to probably ask him the question that you definitely don't want to hear. What did you see?
As that's going to bring up first and long. First and long from the 20. There's a little bit more space. We'll open up some more passing lanes. But I think they're probably going to run the ball here, pick up some of those yards they just missed. And Kromenacker with the keeper as he bounces outside, and he's tackled after about a gain of 4 or 5 maybe.
Austin Hayden, the linebacker, comes up and knocks him down. And what Swanton does right there is they use him as a spy. And they run him down. Hayden runs him down. He's going to bring up 3rd and long. Is it 3rd or 2nd and long?
It is 2nd because of that penalty. I was thinking it was 3rd too, Steve. As Kromenacker Team set. And here's another pass. And did he keep it? I think it hit the ground. And that's going to fall incomplete.
Well, he tried to catch Cam Reynolds on the slant right there. And the one thing I like what Kromenacker does there is he throws it low. So if it's going to be a mistake, you make the mistake low. You don't make it high.
Right. Doesn't want to give the defender a chance to intercept that and take that back for an easy 6. Rossford setting up for the call. 8:52 remaining in the second quarter. Hometown Swanton Bulldogs on top of Rossford, 10-7. Kromenacker as they get loose for the screen, but missed his target. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
I tell you what, Josh, this here is great for Rossford right here in these situations because they'll get a chance. The biggest improvement is between week 1 and week 2.
Yes.
He'll be more patient next week. If Kromenacker just holds onto the football a little bit longer and allows the defense and invite them in a little bit more, the Rossford Bulldogs had that set up perfectly. They maybe could have scored a touchdown on that.
They definitely had a lot of space in front of them if they would have connected.
And that's going to come with patience, and that's going to come with time and understanding the situations. But what he's not doing is turning the ball over.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Give us time to say thanks to the local IBEW 8 Electrical Union, the UA50 local pipe fitters and plumbers, Taz Electronics, Diamond Tech Mechanical Services, Maumee Bay Turf, Gem Industries, Blackberry Corners, Arturos Pizza, Genoa Bank, Benches Greenhouse and Nursery, Moes Place. That's a great place for burgers and much more. That's in Rossford. WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning, Taz Electronics, Heban, Somner and Murphree Attorneys, Dan R Automotive, Gladio Do It Best, Brandywine Golf Course. That's where the guys will be doing the show at tomorrow morning. And Reliance Rental, all proud sponsors of the Toledo Sports Network.
Some of those sponsors definitely make me hungry right now.
Man, I tell you, man, Moes Place, man, I need a burger from over there. And I tell you, their fries are great, too.
I used to live in Rossford. I went there a lot. And for a small establishment, they've got some really good food.
Long field goal attempt coming for Rossford. They'll line up from the left hash mark.
As Klotz puts that down. And that is good.
Boy, I tell you, he punched that through with plenty of leg.
And we have a tie game here again at Swanton High School. 10-10, 8:44 remaining in the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
How far was that field goal out?
32.
32?
Good leg. And welcome back to Swanton High School as we have a tie game again. Thanks in part to a 32-yard field goal. As Rossford getting set to kick this off. Jackson Murtha. And here we go. Kick down the left side. Bringing it back and slipping away from a couple defenders and driving up to the 38-yard line.
Well, good return right there. It's going to allow Swanton to have pretty good field position where they set up 1st and 10.
So hometown Bulldogs looking to put some more points on the board. late middle of the second quarter here. Setting up again under center. Gilsdorf hands that one off, and he's got a seam up the middle. And oh, he spins away. He's still going. And finally dragged down at the 22-yard line.
Well, they better find an answer for Tyler Going. Well, Going press the B button right there. It gets a great spin. But more importantly, if you're a Rossford Bulldog fan, I mean, you're getting destroyed at the point of attack. That Swanton offensive line is firing off the ball, and they're beating up Rossford in the trenches right now. They're going to have to fix that.
And it seems to be right up the middle where they're attacking the most here. As again,
it's going to come back. This is going to be holding.
Yes, indeed.
Holding 62.
Like number 62.
And this is the one thing that Rossford didn't want. Yeah, as you saw their offense fire on all cylinders, there was always in down and distance. They were always playing and behind the chains. Now they start to get to these long first downs. They were always in easier situations, second and short, third and short. Now it's going to be 1st and 20.
This is actually going to be a 1st and 19 there. Fraction happened up the field a little bit. But coming up the middle with the run again, getting back a lot of yards. Who's going?
Going, stop by Prater.
As he picks up about 6.
What we're going to see, Josh, is opportunities for Swanton, especially in the middle of the field, as the linebackers for Rossford start to inch up to the line of scrimmage to try to control the run because they're having so much success, especially running the ball right at them. Those linebackers get caught cheating up. Boy, I tell you, that could leave that second level very vulnerable.
Gilsdorf had to run in from the sideline. Bring us down to 7 seconds left for the snap, and gets it off in time. Handoff, pops it outside, and still going right towards the marker. Might have been just short by a yard. But real close to that first down. He's going to get up to the 15. As he just kept fighting.
He just did. I mean, he just very elusive. He almost just hopped through the holes.
He said, "You're not taking me down this time."
It'll be 3rd and 2. Big opportunity right here for the Rossford Bulldogs. Turn, handoff, point of attack, pushing the pile, it'll be close.
They haven't got a call yet. As it looks like they're going to give it to him.
They're going to move the chains. First down, Swanton, and the Swanton Bulldogs, Randy Kearns and company have come up with another answer as they continue to move the chains. A tale of two teams. You almost see the bob and weave style of Rossford against the, hey, look here, we're going to roll up our sleeves, pale lunch bucket approach by Swanton.
Hey, it's a dogfight out there. As Swanton runs to the left, cuts it back inside, picking up yards, still on his feet. Finally dragged down at about the 5-yard line.
Well, this time it's Lonzak. Everybody's looking for Tyler Going. This time it's Lonzak. He does the damage.
Lonzak. Stood up by Sparks.
It's getting set up on 2nd down. 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. Chance for Swanton to regain the lead.
Heel turn. Straight ahead Going. Pushing the pile. Not going to be enough for the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Rossford stops him just shy.
Charlie, stop by Sanders.
I smell burgers.
3rd.
I see pizza.
Uh-oh.
Officials, timeout for measurement.
As This was close to the first down they are going to measure.
Friday Night Lights, what more can we ask for? A battle of the Bulldogs. Swanton, I tell you what, the Bulldogs are going to win, that's for sure.
Yeah, as I said, it's a dogfight out there.
And it literally is. I mean, I really like what both teams are doing. Neither team backing down from its approach, its principles, and what it wants to accomplish, and I absolutely like it. You know, I'd like to see Rossford do more play action, you know, utilize this big play target right there in Reynolds. They did it already for a big one, but I'd like to see them utilize him a little bit more, you know, and then you know, Swanton is just doing a good job at controlling tempo. They are controlling the clock and the pace of the game. They want to slow this thing down. Rossford wants to get up and down. Swanton is just fine with, like, hey, look, one at a time, baby, one at a time, one brick at a time.
Swan's just running right up the gut because they just can't be stopped. And here's another one, and he's in for the touchdown.
Right at him again.
As that was Tyler Gowing.
Touchdown Bulldogs.
Going to give them a 16-10 lead. This is their biggest lead of the game.
Going again.
.454 remaining in the second quarter. There's Riley Hensley looking to add another point to this total. Snap is good. It's up and it's through the uprights. 17-10. Swanton on top of Rossford. .454 remaining. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Is your roof past its peak? It's not always this easy to tell. From rooftops to foundations, Seagate is a trusted A+ BBB accredited business and a Platinum Preferred contractor. As a Platinum Preferred contractor, we offer one of the country's best roofing warranties, the Owens Corning True Protection 50-year warranty. That's material and labor. We've earned your trust for over 30 years, Toledo. Call Seagate now.
Now's the time to join the Northwest Ohio piping industry. If you have a high school diploma or GED, are a high school senior currently enrolled in a vocational program, or have a college degree, sign up now for our apprenticeship program. There's never been a better time to start an exciting career as a welder, pipe fitter, plumber, or HVAC service technician and earn upwards of $100,000 a year. The deadline to join the piping industry is almost here. Apply today at pipingindustry.com/TV.
My baby's born. He'll have it.
Right. Yeah. Good luck with that.
1 month, 1 day.
Good luck with that. And I know he heard that.
Oh, yeah. He'll hear it tomorrow. Welcome back to Swanton as the hometown Bulldogs take a 17-10 lead late in the second quarter. As Hensley ready to kick things off from the 40-yard line. As they're trying to kick away from Reynolds this time. As it pops to the outside. Abernathy. And we have a flag on the play. Right around the 25-yard line. It's a holding penalty. This one's going to come back.
And this is not what you want if you're Rossford.
Flag on the play.
They've got 4 and 45 to try to figure this thing out and try to get in here and get even.
Well, Kromenacker from the gun, he's been looking for those quick strikes, and if he just finds a man open, he could be gone.
First and 10.
I have a feeling they're going to start off with a screen here.
Well, they've been very opportunistic and they've been very, very careful and very selective in their play selection with their young quarterback, trying to ease him into it. I mean, the one shot that he took, they did it by formation and got utilized Cam Reynolds' athleticism. Well, I like to see him do that a little bit more. You can try to get receivers open via formation and allow the formation to dictate the coverage.
As they go to the left side, man wide open, taking what he gives them, got about 8. keeping the clock running, 4:37.
And this is what you like, Kromenacher. You give them easy throws. You don't even have to think about it. You set your feet, you set it, you forget it, you let it rip.
And he's not in a hurry here either. He's got plenty of time.
Kromenacher. He'll come up, he'll send twins to each side, pistol formation.
And this one's going to be handed up. Cutting it left. Gets the first down. Stop the clock for a second.
Kalani Townsend seems to be the workhorse for Rossford here. That's going to move the chains. 4:10 to go here in this half.
It's been a good game so far, battling back and forth, back and forth.
But neither team flinching.
No. I think they're past the feeling out stage now. There's Kromenacher from the gun.
Trips to one side.
He keeps the ball, goes to the left, gets a little bit of a lane, gets about 8 yards.
Kromenacher tripped up by Gilstor.
Well, excellent play design right there, Josh. What they do is they send trips out to the right. So they take the defense and they move the defense to the right, and you start to get the defense to look right, and you run back left to the quarterback with the quarterback. And if you give that guy a lane, oh boy, you can kiss it good night. I like the play design right there.
It looks like they're running like a spread offense.
Well, they are.
And that's giving them some lanes there, too.
They're going to send trips out to the right again. He may take the shot to the side. There's single coverage out to the left.
And that's where he went last time, too, on their touchdown. But it's a design run, and he fights his way forward for the first down. Crossing over to the 48, 49-yard line. Stop the clock with 3:05 remaining.
49-yard line.
Just getting the call from the sideline as the clock begins to run again after that first down. Well, they're halfway there.
Twins each side.
Kromenacher with the ball. He keeps it. And looking downfield, taking the short pass, taking what they give him, and gets about 5 yards on the play as they push him out of bounds.
Kromenacher to Kellmeyer, stopped by Williams.
And you saw the adjustment by the Swanton defense. Swanton goes cover two. They split the safeties in each side of the field. They take away the middle of the field. Nothing's coming in the middle of the field. They just run to the football. Everything's got to go up in front of them. They come up and tackle. It's a good job right there by Swanton.
Second down and 4. Kromenacher from the gun, drops back with a quick pass. Finds Kellermeyer downfield, and it looks like it's enough for a first down again, stopping the clock with 2:02 remaining.
Kellermeyer just does a good job at sitting down in the seam, giving his quarterback a nice throwing lane for him to throw into. But you saw what you're starting to see from the defense is you're starting to see that safety cheat over a little bit. You got trips on that side, and that safety's cheating to that side. They're going to come back for the big one. There it is.
And he's going deep. Got a man down. And, oh, in his hands and out as the defender fell down. Had the opportunity just to reel it in and walk in for the touchdown.
That's exactly what they were setting up. I'm telling you, Josh, you saw them manipulate that with their formations. They kept going with the trips over to the right, and they're liking what they're getting because the safety's cheating over to the right. And this time you take your big play guy and you put him to the left, and you hope he come up with him. Usually Cam Reynolds comes down with that, but don't think that the Rossford coaches don't see that and expect them to come back to that look at some point.
Yeah, I think what happened was the defender fell down. He was wide open and just thought it was an easy touchdown. Maybe took his eyes off the ball and dropped it. As Kromenacher looking to the sidelines, and that's going to be passed just a little bit wide out of bounds. Bringing up third down and 10.
Kromenacher to Reynolds, incomplete.
Reynolds is his go-to guy.
Third down and 10.
Well, you know, you can teach a guy to run a stick route. You can teach a guy to run a go route. You can teach a guy to run a fade. You can't teach a guy to be 6'4". Cam Reynolds is 6'4".
And 200 pounds, too. That's a big boy. As Kromenacker set up in the gun, 3rd and long from the 40. And he goes out to the left, gets a block, takes what he can, gets the first down. Can he get out of bounds? Yes! Stopping the clock with 1:33 remaining.
Clock's going to stop for them to move the chains in any regard, but what I like is how his receiver was disciplined enough to sit down at the first down marker. So you go to the stick, they call that a stick route. You go to the sticks, you sit down, you turn around, you give your quarterback a target. Good job by moving your quarterback, getting him away from the coverage, making him comfortable throwing the football. Kromenacker starting to come into his own.
As they're waiting to get the call from the sidelines, they had a little extra time with them getting out of bounds. Trying to set up perfect play. And Kromenacker from the gun. This time he hands it off. And he finds a little bit of a seam, little daylight, and he gets up close to the first down marker.
Kalani Townsend again. It looked like, by my side, it looked like he may be
half a yard short.
Maybe a half a yard short. And that's being nice.
It's going to be a manageable 2nd down. They can still run the ball here, stop the clock, give them a little extra time. Short field to work with, though.
Trips, you got one single man, no safety over the top. He may go for it.
As he hands the ball off, spins away. Looks like we got a holding call. And the ball comes loose. Swanton picks it up as they're running down the field and getting tackled at the 45-yard line. As Swanton catches a break there.
Williams, flag on the play.
Ooh, but they have a player injured.
Shoulder. Officials timeout for an injury.
Well, you hate to see that right there. You really, really hate to see that.
Holding against Rossford. Decline, 1st down, Swanton.
But that's got to be a backbreaker. Boy, that just knocks the wind out of your sails. You're really going in. You got a chance to answer, to get the even up the game, get the touchdown to even it up. And you turn the ball over. And not only that, now you got to play a little defense.
As it looks like he's sitting up. Xavier Williams over there. Now we're going to take a quick break real quick here on the Toledo Sports Network.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturos Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturos Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturos Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call Arturos, 419-698-1641. Adler Transmissions and Brake Shop, 106 South Main, Walbridge, Ohio. Your automotive parts and accessories #1 store. Your first stop for quality transmission repair for over 25 years. Adler's Transmission and Brake Shop has been providing Walbridge and all of Northwestern Ohio with quality service. Adler's Transmission and Brakes, 419-666-1010. Proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwestern Ohio.
Their lead before halftime. As Gilsdorf runs into the sideline with the play. And go back under center. We got one man to the right. Here's a run, and they go right down the middle and pick it up 7 yards, keeping the clock running. They're going to call a timeout.
Swanton's going to take timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 40 seconds to go, and I think they're starting to remember that success that they had blocking at the point of attack, because they really haven't thrown the ball successfully, or nor have they had to throw the football. They've really dictated the line of scrimmage, and you know, when you all break it down, the game is won at the point of attack, and they've had a lot of success doing it.
And Swanton's offensive line is just pushing, and open up the holes. And Gowan, he's been finding them and exploiting the defense of Rossford.
Yeah, they've got some massive boys on that offensive line. John Towns, a 300-pounder, 5'11", 300 pounds. You know, he leads that. You know, Nathan Duarte, he's 270. I mean, these guys are getting it done up front.
And we're still on a timeout here. As the refs say, it's time to go. Kilsdorf walking in with the call from the coach. It's 40 seconds to work with. Short field though, 35-yard line. Big opportunity to add to the lead. Just lining up under center again. And he runs to the left, and enough for the first down. Momentarily stopping the clock with 35 seconds.
I tell you, they continue to attack that same part, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, if it's working for them.
1st and 10 at the 25.
As the ball set down, clock is running again. And this time they are going to the throw, and they find a man to the left as he is dragged out of bounds. Ooh, right into one of the signs. Hopefully he's okay. As that was Devin Kraus with the reception. Put him down to about the 18-yard line, 17.5-yard line. 26 seconds left in this one. Big opportunity to add to the lead here.
It's huge right now. I mean, and they're in field goal range.
Yes. As their kicker has not missed once today, so he is perfect for the year.
That's one way to look at it. He's perfect for the season.
Under center again, and they're going to pass again. He's going right. Oh, and defense is there as he's going to just throw this one away and be happy to have another opportunity.
Well, I tell you, you know, the fact that he got out of the tackle box, you know, it wasn't called for intentional grounding because there was no receiver over there.
No. At least 10 yards away. But good job on the push by the line. The Rossford defense there. Because they're looking for a big stop here at the end of the second quarter. Gilsdorf under center again. This time he's going to hand it off. Wanna-check.
Rossford will be up to task, but they're going to move the chains. But
stopping it with 14 seconds. And they're going to call a timeout here. As they are walking over the sideline. We'll take one more break here before the end of the half. 14 seconds left. 17-10, Swanton on top of Rossford. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596.
Steve Trudell, Swan Rotary Club, Business Chimney Shop, McNeil Chevrolet, Federal's Hardware, Jim White Toyota, Spirits Cafe, American League Coach 479, and Little Quaid Law Firm. Please support those that support Swanton schools and our student athletes.
And welcome back. 14 seconds left in the first half. As the hometown Swan Bulldogs on top of Rossford 17-10. Looking to add some points. As here's a quick pitch out to the left. Looking for a little daylight. Gets down to about the 7-yard line with 7 seconds. And it looks like The clock is still running. Do they run out of timeouts? So they're going to call one more with 2 seconds left.
Timeout, Swanton.
So what do you think we do here, Steve? We run another play, or we going to take the 3 points?
This thing, man. We got to take the sure thing.
Make it a 2-point or a 2-possession game?
We can't take a chance because I believe that was their last time out.
Yes. Yeah, they had about 6 seconds left. Maybe 5 seconds when the play blew dead. They let a couple more go off. Thought they might have had a chance to go for the end zone, but it does look like they're going to settle for 3. Go in with a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, he'll put it down at about the 14-yard line. It'll make it a 24-yard field goal attempt.
24 is Townsend on our roster. We didn't have Townsend. Right here, Townsend. Townsend. No idea who Townsend is. Never heard of that. Okay, we're changing it. Okay. Bachmeyer. Okay. Now it's M-A-E-R or M-A-I-E-R.
As
Well, look at number 14. Come on.
Hensley waiting for the snap. It is up, and it looks good.
Right here. My bad. Nice Trent. You got it. Thanks.
Right down the center, and that's going to take us to the end of the first half with the hometown Swanton Bulldogs up 20-10 over the Rossford Bulldogs. You're listening to the Toledo Sports Network.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Next we feature our varsity cheerleaders. Please, let's let us take you to the land of the disturbed with Rihanna's Disturbia. sit back and enjoy the ride as we take you on a crazy train with Ozzy Osbourne. The Rossford High School Marching Band would like to thank the administration and the Swanton Board of Band for their support tonight. Thank you and go
Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
We're the people at Nika, people with the right connections.
When it comes to electrical work, you want to make sure it's done right the first time. Nika contractors employ the most highly trained and reliable workforce in the industry, which means quality and safety. We can help you get the job done on time and on budget, the right connection you need.
We're the people at Nika, people with the right connections.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
Hey, it's Bob Francer. Your club's cleaned up and ready to go? Then let's talk about Brandywine, the only all-inclusive private country club in Northwest Ohio. You know, people are always taking all-inclusive vacations to save money. Well, at Brandywine, you're on a constant all-inclusive vacation. Unlimited golf, kart, pool, fitness, and all the social events, including the amazing pool parties. It's so refreshing to play a private club where there's no surprises. The new Brandywine Country Club, featuring 18 holes of Arthur Hills Design Championship golf on a layout that is spectacular. Par 72 now, 3 par 5s on the front 9, total yardage of 66.39. A challenge for great golfers, but fun and playable for the rest of us too. And one of the best things about joining the all-inclusive private Brandywine Club is that you never have to wait for leagues to get out of your way, because there's only one league at Brandywine, yours. And don't forget about the amazing restaurant. Champions Bar and Grill reopened in the summer of last year and is now open to the public. Call 419-865-2393 for all the details. And if you join by May 31st, they'll waive the initiation fee. Join me on the course and at the club this year at the all-new, all-inclusive Brandywine Country Club.
There is only one place where you'll find scenic golf at affordable prices. Fallen Timbers Fairways. This golf course offers some of the best golf in Northwest Ohio for any skill level. At Fallen Timbers, they can help you plan for your next outing or event, or even improve your skills with their talented golf instructors. With their exceptional rates, Fallen Timbers is your first choice for great golf. FallenTimbersFairways.com. Easy to find, fun to play, right off Route 24 in Waterville. FallenTimbersFairways.com. Fallen Timbers Fairways.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship in the piping industry. Our state-of-the-art training facility, combined with on-the-job training, side by
As
side
Townsend,
with the journeyman.
it's actually Trenton Bachmeyer as we get the kickoff. And Swanton returns this right up the middle, and he finds a little bit of lane. Still on his feet, going down the right side. We got a flag, though. This one's going to come back.
Yeah, this one's going to come way back. When they come flying in like that, it's going to come way back. But Trenton Bachmeyer is the ball carrier for number 24 as the Rossford athletic department comes and tells us about that typo, but that is exactly what they had him listed as, and that's not the case. But I tell you, if you're just joining us, Rossford got the scoring off at 4:58 of the first quarter. Kromacher to Cam Reynolds, 35-yard touchdown pass, 7-0. Swanton answers, comes right back with the 28-yard field goal from Hensley. Cut the lead to 7-3. Go to the second quarter. Tyler Going, he cashes in from 18 yards out, hits pay dirt, 10-7 Swanton. Right back is the Rossford Bulldogs, and they hit from 32 yards out. Murphree to tie the game at 10. Tyler Goings hits pay dirt from 6 yards out, makes it 17-10. And then they close out the scoring in the second half, the first half, with a 24-yard field goal by Hensley, 20-10. You know, you're looking at the rushing statistics. Swanton dominating, 206 yards rushing, going over 100 yards in that first half. Kromacher led Rossford with 69 yards, but Kromacher 8 out of 18, 97 yards and a touchdown. Passing.
Yeah, Swanton gets the first possession of the second half as they deferred at the coin toss. Dylan Gilsdorf under center. As they run that right up the middle, banging forward. And Rossford answers after about a gain of 3.
Better job by Rossford right there. The defensive line, boy, just attacking downhill more so instead of allowing them to come at you at the point of attack.
And Swanton's had their way right up the middle most of this game. And Rossford with the answer there might actually push them to the outside where they haven't exactly been comfortable going. Gilsdorf under center again. As they go around the outside, gets to the right, and close to the first down marker is Swanton. 11:05 remaining in the third quarter.
You know what happens so many times when you bite down and you drop down and try to control the run, to control the middle of the field. Runners get to the edge because everybody is concentrating on getting to the middle of the field and try to control that. You know, and so consequently what Swanton is doing is they're pulling their guards and they're getting to the edge and they're setting the edge, making nice edge blocks.
As they run that to the left side. As they were stopped for a gain of about 1. As they're still trying to force a way up the middle, and Rossford is answering nicely this half.
You have second down and 8 for Swanton.
As Gilsdorf runs in from the sidelines with 10 seconds left on the play. He's got to get this off 2-1, and he just does. As they go around the outside, still on his feet, is Hunter Mix. As he's finally dragged down at about the 50-yard line.
Well, this time what Swanton tries to do is they try to get to the edge, you know, and they're trying to mix things up, giving the defense for Rossford a lot of different looks. Here you go, third and about 3. This is very manageable.
Gilsdorf up under center again. This time he pitches it to the outside, and Rossford's right there, hanging on to him and drags him down.
Shooting the gap was Jacob Shifford. He's having nothing of it.
Wanacek taken down in the backfield, bringing up fourth and long.
That was what Rossford needed, and that's going to bring the punt team out.
That was a big stop right there.
That was huge right there. Shifford read it, reacted, filled the gap, and consequently, his team will get the football.
As Swanton prepares to punt this ball away. And here's a snap. Good snap this time. And he gets it away nicely. Back to pick that up is Burks. Burks finds a way down the right side. He's got some speed going down the end. No one in front of him. He's got a block. And, oh, hit hard.
What a collision.
Oh, and someone is shaking up a little bit on that play, but wow, what a return by Drew Burks.
Well, Burks did a good job at fielding the ball, but he made that first man miss, and he got to the edge. And once he got...
You can feel it up here. As we throw that outside, and he's got some space cutting back towards the middle. Looks like he's close to a first down.
Well, wide receiver's doing a good job blocking down the field, allowing that first down. Kromenacker just moving the pocket. They're doing a good job at making it real comfortable for Kromenacker. After a rough start, try to settle him down.
13-yard line.
As they came out of the break, pumped and ready to go, and they're just nice defensive stand to start the second half, and their offense is just driving downhill all the way.
9 out of 19, over 100 yards passing now for Kromenacker.
As he keeps the ball, going to the right, pitches it off, and trying to jump out of the way is Abernathy, but he's taken down. About a no gain there, maybe a yard.
Yeah, that completion gets him to 50%. So they're doing a better job at really understanding what Kromenacker can do and what he can't do, and they're not asking him to do much more.
Yeah, they've been really good with their short passes today. And 50% is not bad. That's Kromenacker. Sitting back in the gun. And he heads that off, and Swanton meeting him right in the backfield. As Bachmeyer is taken down.
Well, I tell you, Connor Cass, a picture-perfect tackle. Wrapping up, cutting down the ball carrier.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 13. As this is the first time that they have not gained any yards in this drive. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break here. 6:35 remaining in the third quarter. Hometown Swanton's up 20-10 over Rossford. We'll be right back here on the Toledo Sports Network.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship in the piping industry. Our state-of-the-art training facility, combined with on-the-job training side by side with a journeyman, delivers the experience needed to become a professional plumber, steam fitter, or HVAC service mechanic. Avoid costly tuitions and student loans. Earn a competitive wage and college credit in an exciting trade. We are the Northwest Ohio piping industry, building the future through dedication, knowledge, and expertise.
Cross country tomorrow at Belfast.
And welcome back to Maumee High School as Rossford. 3rd and 13 as they've been driving down the field as Kromenacker pops outside, and he's got a man open in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. Cam Reynolds. What they do, drag the pocket, you get him out of there. My guy against your guy. I like my guy at 6'4". He has the capability of making plays, big play capability. Cam, I am.
They've hooked up multiple times throughout this contest. This time putting some points on the board. As Rossford gets set to attack on the extra point. And that one is close to getting blocked, but ends up finding his way through the uprights. 20-17, Swanton on top of Rossford. 6:26 remaining in the third quarter. Take a break here. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road. Proud sponsor of Genoa football. It has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
And I'd like to welcome you back as the Rossford Bulldogs cut into the Swanton lead. It's 20-17. As there's a little pooch kickoff, and that one is taken at about the 38-yard line.
Whipkin down.
He just waits for the whistle, and that's where they'll begin the drive.
38-yard line, 1st and 10, Swanton.
Kramenacher and Cam Reynolds connect on the second of his 2 touchdown passes. Cam Reynolds, 4 receptions on the evening, 73 yards and 2 scores. Kramenacher, 11 out of 21, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns.
As Swanton, their first play of this drive, goes for a run about 5 yards. Gilsdorf still playing under center.
Zach Sparks on the stop. He comes over from his linebacker's position and knock down the ball carrier. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Swanton. Swanton needs an answer here. Somewhat reeling. Nice drive cashed in by, the Rossford Bulldogs. 5:52 here to go in the third quarter.
As Rossford had a big defensive stand the last drive.
They need to do it again.
Yeah, they stopped the run really nice, and looking to do that again on this drive. 2nd down. The run to the outside, and a slew of Rossford Bulldogs, stopping them for about a gain of about 1.
Linebackers do a good job running sideline to sideline, not giving the ball carrier any cutback lanes.
As we have another Swanton player down on the ground.
Player down. It gives us time to thank some of our sponsors. People like IBEW, Local 8 Electrical, UAW 50, Local Pipe Fitters and Plumbers, Taz Electronics, DiMech Mechanical Services, Maumee Bay Turf, Blackberry Corners, Gym Industries, Arturos Pizza, and Genoa Bank, all proud sponsors of the Toledo Sports Network. And if your company would like to be part of our 12th season of high school sports, contact Mike Jameson, 419-514-1302. That's 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson, he is the captain of the ship.
Yes, Mike Jameson, really good guy. I met him about 4 or 5 years ago now at a wedding, and ended up bringing me onto the team. Started as a cameraman. Now I get to work with you, Steve.
Oh, see, man, but man, that just goes to tell you, man. Pretty soon, man, we'll have you changing oil and cars here soon. You know, all our vehicles, man. It's just part of the master plan, buddy. You fell for it.
Well, let's see if I can do 15 years like you. As we come back from that injury timeout, 3rd and 3. As Gildorf and Ends up running in. He stopped momentarily, but he fell forward. He's going to be close to that first down.
Boy, second effort is what did it. Lonzak just bounced off, and what he did is he just kind of spun daylight, let his momentum carry him. He's going to bring up 4th and 1. It's going to be 4th and very short. They're going to measure this thing.
And from my viewpoint, it looks like he's about a half a yard short.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're spot on. But I tell you, his effort was fantastic.
Yeah, he was definitely met about 2 yards short, and that second effort put him real close to a chance to get a first down here. As we get the measurement, looks just about a foot short.
Wow, closer than we even thought.
Yeah. Now it's decision time for Coach Kearns. And so we're just making sure they get the ball placed exactly where it needs to be before the snap.
That'll be 4th down and 5
And it looks like they're probably going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, I like the way the PA announcer said 4th down and 5 inches. Actually, I think it's 4 3/4.
You know, you may be right. We have a little bit of better angle over here.
Big play right here. Who's going to stand up?
Gilsdorf.
Turn, handoff.
And got it, and more still going, churning those legs all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Lonzak
tackled by Reynolds. First down, Swanton Bulldogs.
attacking the line of scrimmage aggressively, keeping those legs churning.
And that effort got him a first down and more. Gilsdorf. And that's over to Lonacek again, and that one is stopped behind the line.
But right there, what Rossford does is it slants its defensive line, and they all slant it to the left, and they clogged any potential running lanes right there.
Good job by the Rossford defense. Bring up 2nd and long. It looks like the defensive line's finally getting a push on this big offensive line.
Well, what they're doing is they're moving guys around because they had found something on that side. Turn, hand.
And again, met in the backfield. There's a slew of Rossford Bulldogs taking them down. We'll make this 3rd and very long now.
Yeah, and what Rossford is doing, they're not waiting anymore. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, and that's what you have to do. You can't wait and think, because what happens is that moment of indecision is what opens up a running lane. And these guys are quick and they're nimble, and they can get through these running lanes. Here's a big 3rd down. The last thing Rossford can afford is we're going to take time out on the field. The last thing that Rossford can afford to do is to let their guards down and let these guys get a 3rd down. The 3rd down right here would be real deflating if they allow this to be picked up.
Hey, you're absolutely right, Steve. We're going to thank
At
some of our
Genoa
sponsors
Custom
here.
Interiors, we provide quality service at competitive prices. We offer a variety of flooring and interior design options customized to fit your needs. From carpets to hardwood, no matter what type of flooring you desire, we have what you want. Our designers will show you how to set up furniture, flooring, window treatments. Contact us today for a free estimate for any of our interior design, installation, and services. Genoa Custom Interiors.
Course, and I tell you, that's what the guys will be doing their show tomorrow, the free-for-all, the three-for-all, or whatever they might call that thing that he calls a show. He does every Saturday morning on ESPN Radio 106.5 The Ticket. Following him, as always, will be the Real Sports Guy. That'll be myself in the Sports Shop. I'll be on until noon tomorrow. And I tell you what, we're looking forward to Ohio State football. You're home for Ohio State football. 106.5 The Ticket, ESPN Radio.
Definitely looking forward to a brand new season with the Buckeyes. As he rolls to the left, finds an open man and he's still going, running through players. That was Hunter Mix mixing things up in there.
Well, I tell you what they do is they just run a drag route with Hunter Mix, you know, and they get the defense moving one way and they waggle the quarterback. Then back in our days, they call that thing a waggle, where you get the quarterback out in space, you know, and you can almost roll it to him. And that's exactly what they do, and they deflate the defense for the Rossford Bulldogs. Rossford needs to come up with an answer. Can they? We'll find out.
Yeah, I think
got 3:06 to do so.
Yeah, I think Swanton was realizing that Rossford was looking for a run and decided to pass the ball, and that's their second completion of the game. As dropping back again, and a throw wide open into the hands, but not taken in by number 24, Hunter Mix.
He's trying to find Hunter Mix was the quarterback. And I tell you what I like is back foot hit, ball comes out. That's exactly what you like, but he throws it a little bit too high. And he stepped into it, he gunned it too high, you know, trying to get it down over the linebacker and up under the safety. But you remember, Josh, we were talking about it early on when the linebackers started creeping up to try to control that inside run for Rossford, that there were going to be some opportunities in those seams behind them. Well, you see that Swanton notices those opportunities as well.
Yeah, you're right. And a double handoff there as they reverse it back, and it was picked up nicely by the Bulldogs. Only a 3-yard gain, bringing up third down.
Mix the ball carrier, step high, clock.
They're going to give them 4 on that one. 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. Hometown Swanton Bulldogs still on top 20-17, looking to add to their lead as they are in Rossford's defensive territory. As here's another run up the left side, and again stopped by the Bulldogs.
Boy, that was a big stop right there, snatching down the ball carrier. At that time it was number 75. That was Britton. Yeah, man. Yeah. I tell you, he just snatched him right down. It's got another third down. Here's a big, big opportunity.
And it looks like they're going to opt not to kick this one, even though we know that their kicker has a leg. As he drops back, and he's got to go to the outside, finds the open man, and hits him nicely as he gets near the out-of-bounds line. He's going to stay in bounds and keep this drive going.
Yeah, it's going to be, and we're going to add tack on more because it's going to be a personal foul roughing the quarterback. You know, what he does is just a great job at just manipulating the defense. He was very patient with the football, waited, allowed his receiver to break across the formation, and he was willing to stand in there and take the hit, delivers a strike, gets drilled into the turf. That's going to put him first and goal.
The distance to the goal. It'll be first and goal from the 7.
On the 7-yard line. 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. Good opportunity here to add some points. As Gildorf gets set up. Rossford not set yet. And the pitch to the outside, has a block, and he's in. Lonacek, 6 more points for the Bulldogs.
That's just real simple football. That's football 101. You outflank your opponent, man, you get to the edge, you quick pitch, and you just walk it in, high-stepping style. Touchdown, Swanton Bulldogs, and they look to extend its lead.
They're up by 9 right now. As Hensley waiting for the snap. It's down, up, and it is good again. Still perfect on the year. Gonna make it 27-17. We're gonna take a quick break here. This is the Toledo Sports Network.
Hey golfers, come play Toledo's premier public course. Heather Downs Country Club is where you belong.
Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa, has been serving the area with quality jewelry and gifts for over 19 years. Specializing in gold and silver repairs, Frank Comise has been a goldsmith for over 30 years. Our selection of Pulsar watches, Precious Moments figurines, Reflections beads, Seraphim classics, and quality Stellar rings, all at a price you can afford. Genoa Jewelers also buys gold and silver and has the perfect gift for that someone special. Stop out today at Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa.
Everybody back here to Swanton High School. Swanton just took a 27-17 lead with a touchdown there. As here's a kickoff. It's a short kickoff off the bounce, picked up and got about 6 or 7 yards before he was met, stopped. 26-yard line. It was a big drive there for Swanton.
Big answer for Swanton. Swanton gets off the deck and answers 27-17. Long that 7-yard touchdown run. He hits pay dirt.
A costly penalty is what put him into give him that opportunity, and they cashed in on it.
Let's see if Kromanacher and company can answer.
As defense shifts to the inside. And a quick pass. And took his eyes off the ball. He looked to run before he had it. And that's what happens. Ball just pops right out.
And he being Drew Burt's 5'9", 165-pound senior wide receiver took his eyes off the ball. I like what they did formationally, sending trips out to the right. This time they being the Swanton Bulldogs, they went cover 2. They was just taking what the defense gives them, and it does the same thing again. Single man coverage on the left side. Cam Reynolds pitch and catch.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and short. Rossford still doing what they've been doing most of the game, taking the short yardage.
Well, you take what the defense gives you, but at least by picking up that 8 yards, it still puts your RPO option, keeps that as an option right here. We're going to go twins to each side, and that's really going to give you an RPO option. See if they utilize that.
Quick hit. Oh, it stopped, I think, just a yard short. There's a flag on the play.
And it was a very late flag, and it'll be interesting to see what this is.
Holding, Rossford.
That's going to go in favor of Swanton. Rossford's going to be backed up in this holding penalty.
Rarely do you see holding penalties on quick hitters like that, because you don't have to block long.
Right. Yeah, let's see if they're going to take this next. They might have been stopped short. It might be 4th down. As Rossford coaches over there complaining a little bit to the refs.
Illegal man downfield against Rossford.
Ended up being an illegal man downfield.
On a screen pass? I mean, that's it was a quick hitter. I'm not understanding that. It was a bubble screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ref saw.
3rd down and 7.
Did back him up. 3rd down and 7 as they're going to replay the down.
In any event, it's going to be still going to be third down. It's third and about 8. We'll call it 7. Twins to each side.
I'd expect Krummenacher to do another quick hit right here, and it actually ends up being a screen. He got some room, and he reaches forward and gets enough for the first down, keeping the chains running.
Krummenacher, second.
What?
To Reynolds.
Well, what Rossford does is they get the defense to look one way with the motion. So they bring a man in motion, and they get the defense to look where the motion is going, and you throw the pass to where the motion came from. It's an excellent call right there.
Cam Reynolds picks up the first down.
Trips out right again.
Here's another quick pass. Oh, a little bit behind the receiver this time.
It's the same It's the same pattern. It's the exact same pattern. You keep seeing that defense. You keep playing cover 2. You're going to be zones in that cover 2, but you got to sit down in those zones. You can't run past that. You got to turn around and sit down as a wide receiver.
So that stopped the clock with 38 seconds. Still a 10-point lead for Swanton late in the third quarter. Krummenacher. As he goes backside and almost picked off by Swanton. End up being batted down and bring up third down and long.
Krummenacher's pass broken up by number 19, Cody Jones.
Well, Cody Jones climbed the ladder right there.
So he got up, because if he hadn't touched that ball, I think that would have been an easy first down. All right, Krummenacher. Back in the gun. Rolls out to his right. Looking downfield, has a man wide open, and he caught it! And he's still on his feet. And finally going to be brought down about the 22-yard line.
Krummenacher to Klotz.
Found his man wide open. There was 3 people in there, so he threaded the needle.
Everybody's running go routes right there, Josh. And Klotz just goes up and high points that football and says, look here, I want that. You know, hungry guy gets it. Trips now, he's going to go to his left, and he's going to look to throw that
He
way.
finds him in the zone again. Ooh, as looks like a flag is on the play.
Krummenacher to
So that's going to stop the clock with 13 seconds.
They're going to say illegal man downfield again. So we have to be looking at the offensive line.
He's got to be, because these are really quick passes.
Legal man downfield. Rossford.
That's going to bring the ball back. Looked like Krummenacher was trying to get a quick score before the end of the third quarter, as he was in a hurry-up offense. But with that penalty, they're going to slow him down a little bit.
First down.
Take their time, get their play call. They're trying to catch Swanton a little tired in the backfield there. That's Krummenacher. Looks all right. Holds onto the ball. Finds a seam up the middle, and he is still on his feet, making moves down to inside the 10-yard line.
Krummenacher tripped up by Lonzak.
Well, you know, the wide receivers has gotten the attention of the back seven of Swanton, and we'll finish that thought when we come back. 3 quarters in the bank. It's 27-17. Swanton Bulldogs leading Rossford's Bulldogs. We're on the Toledo Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 moment.
You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson
to right around the 10-yard line. That's Krummenacher. He's going to let him run it in this time as he gets to the outside, but a bunch of Swanton Bulldogs there to stop him in his tracks.
Okay, let's get this right. Trenton Bachmeyer, running back, freshman.
Bachmeyer, the ball
I was
carrier.
going to say lost a couple
Stop
yards
by.
on that play.
Cass.
We will get your name right, young man.
Hey, can't be mad at us, young man. We were only saying what they gave us.
But I guarantee it won't happen again this year. Kromanacher. Faking it. And wide open in the end zone. To Abernathy. Unfortunately, couldn't bring that one down.
Boy, Abernathy will go to bed thinking about that one tonight. He wants that one back.
Going to bring up 3rd and long. I've seen a couple of plays where they have a chance to get in the end zone and just being wide open for some reason. The nerves must get to you and just end up mishandling the ball.
Well, this is not the situation that you want that to happen. You definitely have to answer. You are in a need to score situation.
As fakes the pass, looks up the middle, finds him wide open in the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Rossford Bulldogs.
Boy, that's an impressive throw.
And guess who we found? Cam Reynolds.
Well, that's an impressive throw. Well, I tell you what, you pump it out to the flat, and you really get the defense to react, and you come back to your primary receiver all along. You come back to your man, Cam, the man, Reynolds.
This extra point, bringing within 3. 11:06 left in this contest.
Reynolds approaching 100 yards receiving.
Murphree gets his kick blocked by number 23, Lanacek. And that's going to bring us to a quick timeout here on the Toledo Sports Network. 11:06 remaining in this one, 27-23. We'll be right back.
Glad to help. See you soon. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. At Genoa Bank, we believe there's more to a financial institution than the transaction. There's the relationship. Taking your banking needs personally is our top priority. We offer many helpful financial options for local families, farmers, and small businesses. Because we're locally owned, we take the time to get to know you personally. You might say we're just a lone call away. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Welcome back here on the Toledo Sports Network. We're at Swanton High School as Rossford. And scoring within the first minute of the 4th quarter. Bring them back within 4 after the missed extra point. As that one's kicked out of bounds. We're going to have a little illegal procedure.
Kick is out of bounds. Flag on the play.
That's the second time they've kicked it out of bounds today.
Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
So their special teams coach will have a
35-yard line.
extra practice session for the kicker this upcoming week. For some reason, the clock is running right now, even though the ball is kicked out of bounds.
Should be 11:06.
As they finally stop the clock.
No problem.
As they put 11:06 back on the clock. Gilsdorf pitches that back. Oh, nice block there.
Man,
by Lanacek.
Man, Lanacek turn and wow.
But they still ended up losing the yard on the play, and another injured Swanton Bulldog. But he gets up and back in the huddle. Looks like he might have got a cramp on his right leg.
Well, yeah, as much as they've been getting it done up front, you know, Damian Boyer, Connor Cass, man, those dudes, man, have been getting it done at the point of attack. Brandon Keith, he's another guy that's out there.
As Growing ends up going wide, and they hand the ball off to Mix. And Mix has nowhere to go as Rossford Bulldogs stop him in the backfield again. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Here we go again. How many times can Swanton dial up 3rd down answers? Well, they're going to have to do it again.
This time from a long ways away.
9:56 to go in this one. Clinging on to a 4-point lead.
Gilsdorf getting the call from his coach at the sideline, running in. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's just smart football. They're in no hurry.
They got 5 seconds, and they're going to throw it again. Oh, and getting to him for the first sack of the year.
Well, you know what? They run all 9 routes. I mean, and 9 routes are go routes. So everybody's running go routes, you know, and you really have to protect the quarterback for an extended period of time. And the pass protection just flat broke down.
As Colin Januzzi makes his way to the quarterback, giving him the first sack of the year.
That's a big answer for Rossford and a huge opportunity. The defense comes up, golden, and they get the ball back for its offense.
As they're back to punt. Good snap. And good kick this time. Wow. They're backing him up all the way to the 35-yard line as he gets a block. Goes to the outside, still on his feet, all the way up to the 50-yard line is where Rossford will take over possession.
Drew Burt's right there. How many times what happens when a kicker hangs the ball out like that? He outkicks his coverage, and there's running lanes and return lanes. Burt's was able to find one right there, and what he's going to do is put his Rossford Bulldogs in great field position in the Bulldog territory, that being the Swanton Bulldog variety. 1st and 10.
An opportunity to take the lead. Again, last time they held a lead was 7-0. They tied it back up at 14 in the first quarter. So a big opportunity for the Rossford Bulldogs. As he goes out right, looking way downfield, finds someone wide open, and right through the hands of his receiver.
Kromenacker to Kurtz, incomplete.
Boy, I tell you, Kromenacker really impressed me with his arm strength right there. I didn't think he could push it down there. Man, he pushed it to the deep out on the sideline down there past the numbers.
It looked like about a 40-yard pass as his receiver got hurt on the play, diving out of bounds. And
I believe that's Abernathy down there.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Even though he's sitting on the sideline, they say he's too close, so they're going to take a timeout on the field. And we'll take one with them. 8:21 remaining in this fourth quarter, 27-23. Swanton on top of Rossford. We'll be right back here on the Toledo Sports Network.
There you go. Thank you.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
Long errant pass. This time they go a little shorter. Met nicely by Swanton for only a gain of about 2.
Kromenacker to Abernathy.
Yeah, that was Abernathy that comes up with it. So he gets a gain of 3, so it's going to be 3rd and about 7.
Rosser waiting for the call from the sideline again. .746 remaining in this one. Kromenacker from the gun. And we got a whistle. Ooh,
probably going to be a false start.
Most likely.
False start.
Indeed. Good call there, Steve. So that one's going to come back.
Oh, yeah. Piece of laundry.
So that'll move Rossford back 5 yards, and it'll make it 5 yards tougher. It'll make 3rd and 12 from midfield.
Yeah, they're back farther than when they actually started the drive.
So they're going to need to get to the Swanton 38-yard line to move the chains.
Field pass here. Kromenacher. And they got through the line quick. And they were trying to set up a screen, but read well by Swanton, as that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Well, Swanton sends a blitzer in the A gap right there. And being that you sent your back in motion, they knew that he was going to come unblocked, being Swanton. So they really kind of dictated that. Defense utilizing the formation that Rossford showed them. Nice defense, way to get off the field. And it's punt time now for the Rossford Bulldogs.
And it's a really high kick, as that's going to bounce down about the 20-yard line, take a Rossford bounce, and then it goes sideways, and they stop it right around the 15-yard line. 6:26 remaining in this 4th quarter. So we change possession. Got to thank some of our sponsors again.
Reliance Rental and Leasing. We got to thank Brandywine Golf Course, Gladio Do It Best Home Centers, Dan R's Automotive, as well as Heban, Somner, and Murphree Attorneys. Taz Electronics, WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Moes Place for great burgers and more.
Gotta love that Moes. I go in there once in a while just to play some pool.
When I go to Moes, I'm going to eat. I'm not even playing.
As this was handed off to the right, and he cuts back towards the middle, and finally brought down.
Balonzak's done a good job at just getting the tough yards, cutting back to daylight. I expect to see nothing more than this. I don't think that Swanton is going to be in any hurry right now. I think they're going to utilize the play clock, wind it almost all the way down, and they're going to continue to run the football between the tackles. That's where they've had success.
As that run was for a gain of about 13, moving the chains. And another run here to the left side. And again, finding the hole. Gain of about 4. As they keep that clock running. Time is not on Rossford's side right now.
I'm telling you, you can bank on it. Just like Genoa Bank, one of our sponsors. Arturos Pizza is another one. Gem Industries and Maumee Bay Turf. Right now, the turf is on the side of the Swanton Bulldogs.
As the Swanton Bulldogs on the sidelines trying to pump up this crowd, get them loud with 5:20 left. And they're going to run the ball again, and right up the middle, only a gain of about a yard or 2 there.
Cut down by the Rossford defense is going to bring up another 3rd down, and this one here is going to be monumental for the Rossford defense.
Yes, they need a big stop here with that clock running.
3rd and 3.
Otherwise, they're going to have to start burning through some of their timeouts. In no hurry.
4:53 and counting.
Dilsdorf running the play from the sideline. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Gonna wind this all the way down. And here's a quick pitch to the right.
Trying to get
as Rossford with a big stop by number 2, Jacob Schiffert.
Boy, Schiffert has come up with big play after big play. He has the ability to shoot the gap and make the open field tackle impressively. Knocks down the ball carrier, bringing up 4th down. What you gonna do?
Schiffert helping his team out tremendously there. As the punt team does come in, they're not going to take any chances. wouldn't look for a fake either, being that the possession would be right down on their side of territory. As back to kick. Punted away is a low line drive. That will take a bounce. As Rossford, ooh, he was asking for a face mask with Schiffer.
The tackler went high, and Schiffer didn't like it at all. But I tell you, you're over in the wrong bench to want to start stuff, buddy. You might want to get along to more friendlier ground over there.
Actually, he was bumped by a couple players on his way out of there. But Rossford has a chance here with 3:41 remaining to drive down the field and take this lead. They're going to need a touchdown. Field goal won't do it.
They only have 2 timeouts left in their pocket.
As they get the call in.
Rossford then trips out to the right.
Kromanacher back in the gun, looking to the left. Finding that single man coverage, been working for him a lot today, and that moves him up about 8 or 9 yards, close to the first down.
Oh, Cam Reynolds just runs down, just sits down. He's nearing 100 yards receiving.
So they're going to work from the left hash, trips out to the right. Cam Reynolds alone, but they go towards trips and completed the pass, still on his feet to the 45-yard line.
Drew Burtz. This time, Drew Burtz, Josh, he sits down in the slot. What he does, he doesn't try to run. He just sits down, and he gives his quarterback a target.
And that was enough to move the chain, stop the clock momentarily. As play begins. Kromanacher from the gun. Goes out to his left, gets it off. It looked like it might have been a little low.
It's going to be complete to Cam Reynolds.
Completed. He's going to his man Reynolds all day long, and Reynolds is about 98% of the time helped him complete a pass. 2:41 left. Clock still running.
There's a
twin
stack.
Sets. And out to the right, and he's going to hold on to the ball. He's got a big hole as he's still running down to the 24-yard line. It's Kromanacher as he loses his helmet.
That's just great design right there. Boy, you saw the safety starting to cheat over to try to help on the coverage of Cam Reynolds, you know, and what it does is it opens up a lane right there for Kromanacher, and he does a great job at recognizing it. He hits it, sees it, hits it, gets it, picks up positive yards.
And Kromanacher right now has to sit out of play.
Well, yeah, he got his helmet knocked off, so he's going to have to sit out of play.
I believe Schiffer's going to be checking in for him.
Schiffer may just keep it.
As a blitz on the right side, Schiffer does keep it, goes to the left side, has a block and gets out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Good run there by Schiffer.
And that's what you do. You know, Schiffer's a senior. You bring your senior in. You know, you want to secure the football. You want to hold on to the football. Your quarterback has to be out one play. You bring him back, and now you start to run your offense again.
1:54 remaining in this fourth quarter. Getting out of bounds, stopping that clock. Plenty of time inside the red zone now. They do have a shortened field for their passing, but their run game has been on point for this. And again, quarterback keeper, he takes off towards the center, gets across the 10-yard line. And that's going to give them a 1st and goal, I believe.
If you tie Drews back in company, you slow down your roll on your offense.
Yes,
you slow it down.
At this point, you want to take as much time off the clock. 1:40 left in this one. The clock is running. Kromanacher, low snap, picks it up, and he is fouled. Does he get it off? Oh, he's still on his feet, though. Could not get it away, losing yards on the play. And keeping the clock running is not the way they wanted to go. Good job by Kromenacker to get away from some of those defenders, but it was too much for him, and he went down behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, Swanton relentless right there in his rush.
That's going to be second down and goal from the 20, as we've got a timeout on the field, and we're going to take one more as well. 1:26 remaining in this one, 27-23 Swanton over Rossford. We'll be right back here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Do you ever drive around the neighborhoods just to look at the houses? I like spotting the ones that have been around the longest because they remind me of the amazing legacy I'm part of. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. For over 110 years, our bank has helped families buy and build their homes, and all that time, one thing hasn't changed. At Genoa Bank, we believe that when we put the mortgage needs first, the rest takes care of itself. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
And welcome back to Swanton High School. As Rossford's been driving, but Kromenacker was taken down for a loss on that last play. A high snap here. He is going to get this off towards the corner and wide open. Yes!
And why not?
Who is it again?
Who else?
Cam Reynolds.
Who else? Who else?
That's the third time they've hooked up, I believe, for a touchdown.
I told you early in this. I told one of the Rossford coaches, if I were you guys, he would sleep well tonight because I would wear him out because there's no answer for Cam.
No.
There's absolutely no answer for this guy.
No, he's...
No, again, trips. That takes the defense away. That gives you single man coverage over there. One man down. Tell you what, touchdown.
And when your 6'4", 200-pound senior is left wide open in the end zone, he's a really easy target to hit. As to add the extra point, they do.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
he
they did
missed
not. Just a little wide.
29-27 is the score. Swanton Bulldogs trails Rossford Bulldogs by a deuce.
And all they need is to get down in field goal range.
Gives us time to remind you to listen to Toledo Sports Network on the radio every Saturday morning, starting at 8 o'clock with Mike Jameson and the crew, and ending up with the real sports guy in the sports shop every Saturday morning on 106.5 The Ticket, ESPN Sports Radio.
As 1:19 remaining in this one, we're going to stay here. It's quite a nail-biter getting down to the end here as Rossford has taken the first lead of this game since the first quarter when they scored on a touchdown to Cam Reynolds again.
Yeah, Cam Reynolds opened the scoring with a 35-yard touchdown pass. Hensley cut that lead to 7-3. And we went back and forth ever since. And they finally caught him. Them being Rossford's Bulldogs, they catch him at the 1:19 mark to take a 2-point lead. And the question is, can Swanton move the football in enough time, in a timely fashion, to get in field goal range, because they don't need a touchdown, a field goal to win it. And they've got a field goal kicker who has a leg.
And Jackson Murtha squibs this down. Keeps it in bounds this time and gets a good block and still on his feet, working his way up to midfield, still driving, pushing those legs, gets up to about the 44-yard line with 1:10 left in this one.
I'm going to tell you, get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a great finish, folks.
Got about half the field to work with.
They have 2 timeouts left.
And all they have to do is get to about the, let's say, the 15, 20-yard line.
Man, I don't think they have to get that far down there, man. I mean, they got a field goal kicker that's got the leg. I think 30 yards would about do it.
Well, let's see what Gilsdorf has up his sleeves. He's going to be on the hurry-up offense. As, pushing the line forcing him outside, has no one downfield, but cuts back inside, still on his feet, crosses over the 50-yard line to the 49 of the Bulldogs.
As it goes into Rossford territory, what I would have liked to see him do is get out of bounds.
The clock is still running as they go to the hurry-up offense, looking for a pass. And
nothing there.
But he has some blockers.
Got to get rid of it.
Run again, and he's going to keep that clock running as he crosses over, gets the first down. He's going to stop it momentarily.
As they move to change, first down, and here we go.
I think they want to keep one of their timeouts for the kicker if they get in range.
Timeout for an injury.
And this is what you thought you may have in the first game of the season. Thank goodness for the kids that it's really not hot, really not humid. But I tell you, you're not used to playing like this. It takes a while to get used to running up and down the field, and you're going to get cramping. And I'm surprised we haven't had much more, to this point.
Yeah, you got to watch the dehydration out here. It seems to be the tale of every first game of every season. And the kids will learn.
But I really like the moxie of both of these coaches and both of these teams really not getting away from their game plan. Both teams sticking to what they do best. Swanton running the football. They dictated the pace of the game. But in true big play fashion, Rossford not blinking and coming right back at you. They're like, hey, we've got a big play guy. We're going to throw it to our guy. Stop him.
And Swanton player is back on his feet and on the sideline. And Gilsdorf. Good setup. Play clock's running again. Crowd in the stands getting pumped up, trying to get behind their team. And here is. It was looking like a halfback pass.
Lonzak, he's done everything else. In fact, Josh, I thought I saw him selling popcorn out there, man, earlier tonight. I mean, he's done everything tonight. Why not throw a pass?
Well, he unfortunately had to keep that one, ran down the sideline. Did get the clock to stop. 30 seconds left. Still trailing by 2. As they are on the Rossford side of the 40, and that pass thrown just behind the player. He had to fall down, couldn't gain extra yards, got about 5 on that, and there's going to be a timeout here.
So it's going to be complete, so they're 35-yard line.
Still have one timeout left with 24 seconds left.
24 seconds left. So realistically, I think they need about 12 yards, and I think they'll have a legitimate shot to be able to win this football game. So a couple of plays. What I would do is a couple of check with me's right here. I'd call a couple of plays in the huddle, because with this quarterback's mobility, spread the field out. Maybe you can earn the yardage that way. But what you've been seeing is a lot of twin sets, and I expect to see another twin set right now.
Well, they've been running the ball most of this game, just going to the pass here in the fourth quarter and connecting some because Rossford wasn't prepared for it, as they have been driving down the field. And opportunity knocks at the door, 24 seconds left. As here we go, 3rd down, 2 to go. This could be a big stop for Rossford as well.
There we go, another 2x2, a twin set, exactly what we thought. Pistol formation. Watch the quarterback, see if he pulls it down.
And, the quarterback gets hit. And they're going to call pass interference on this, and that's going to put him in field goal range.
That's going to give him 15 yards, and that's going to put the ball somewhere around the 20-yard line. And they still got 19 seconds to deal and a timeout.
That is not what Rossford needed there.
Exactly, because it looked like to me it was incidental contact.
And it looks like the refs are going to talk about this for a second.
And they should, because they should pick it up. And they're going to call pass interference. That's going to be a 15-yarder, and that's going to set them up and pretty good in the red zone.
And you can see Rossford's coach, Todd
Drew's back, not happy about it, nor should he be.
As Rossford now, I think they're going to have to probably bring someone in to push him back a little bit.
15-yard penalty.
That's going to give them 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So they're in the red zone. They being the Swanton Bulldogs, and they are in field goal range. Because I tell you, Henley has a gun for a leg. He can flat get it there.
Right now it'd be about 37-yarder. As Swanton drops back and they rush. And they try to get to him, but he rolls free. He's going to keep it and gets out of bounds at about the 13-yard line with 12 seconds remaining.
Gilsdorf, the ball carrier, out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Boy, this one here is coming down to the wire. Pretty much what I thought, folks. Get your popcorn ready, I tell you. High school football is back.
About 29.5 yards from the spot right now. I say they're probably going to run the ball, put them where they want them, near the center, and call a timeout.
No, you're going to spread the field and give your quarterback a chance to run the football. I expect him not to throw the ball unless he's wide open.
As here's the pass, find it. Oh, does not find him. Unfortunately, that brings it up.
It's a quick hitter, 9 seconds. Now, do you snap it now in case it's a bad snap? You can call a timeout.
Well, you do have that going for you, the timeout, so anything could happen. 9 seconds, I say you go for it one more time.
Do you send the field goal team out now? Because if it's a bad snap, you can call a timeout and you can reset it.
As that ball is on the right hash.
They're going to run another play.
And I think they are going to probably rely on their kicker here.
We're going to get the 20 sets. Another 2x2.
Gilsdorf came in the line, rolls out to
He's
the
got to
left.
get rid of it.
He does. Up back up the middle, and it's come for a touchdown.
He said enough of field goals. I'm going for the touchdown. Gilsdorf said, you get a line, I'll get a pole. Touchdown.
3 seconds remaining in this one, and Swanton goes back on top.
How about that? The moxie of Dylan Gilsdorf rolling out, allowing his receiver to break open and gunning it in there for the touchdown.
Wow. All I can say is wow. That was definitely a senior moment for him. Is setting up for the extra point. It's up and it's through the uprights. 34-29. As Rossford's going to need a miracle here.
Rossford Bulldogs, 29.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heban, Somner, and Murphree is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs! Moes Place, downtown Rossford, has the best burgers in town and much, much more. Stop by for their famous Flaming Moe burger. Moes Place, proud to bring you Rossford High School sports.
When they have to.
As Rossford's kickoff team, kick return team comes back on the field. Be interesting to see how they set this up, if they're going to try to squib this down the field or if they're going to go for the long kick. Three seconds. Good job by both teams today.
Man, I tell you, both teams stuck to the vest. They really didn't get far from it. Neither team blinked. It's a great football game.
Sometimes it's said it has to come down just to the end of the game. One play or make or break you.
Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. I'd like to say thanks to DiMech Mechanical Services, Taz Electronics, UA50 local pipe fitters and plumbers, and the IBEW Local 8 Electrical, all proud sponsors of Toledo Sports Network. And if you like your company to be part of something like this, these great games, give us a call, 419-514-1302. 419-514-1302 is the number to call.
Yeah, Swanton's going to use their last timeout.
Swanton.
Just to talk things over, figure out exactly what they want to do on this kickoff. Well, this one sits right up there with some of the memorable first games that I've had the luxury of calling. One of the most memorable I've had was Anthony Wayne affair, where they had 5 overtimes the very first week of the season. A 5 overtime affair. Can you imagine that? I tell you, boy, this one here did not disappoint.
5 overtime. I cannot imagine that. I had to do 3 in volleyball one time.
Yeah, and you know, Jameson don't pay overtime.
No, he does not.
No, he don't pay overtime.
Your $2 is $2.
Yeah, you know. So.
As Mike Jameson was just trying to call me, I had to decline his.
No, we're on the air, Mike.
Yes, we are in a tight matchup. As Swanton getting ready to set up. And they may want to just do a halfway onside kick here with only 4 guys at the line.
Yeah, squib it down.
As here it comes. He just pops it up. And he runs up nicely and going to the right. The clock is run out. He's got some room and some blockers ahead of him. If he could just hold it, he's over the 50, tackled at the 45. The ball comes out. But it doesn't matter at this point because that is the game as Swanton with the victory over Rossford Bulldogs. Tight game, as we said. Steve Taylor, I mean, it could have gone either way, back and forth. Both teams clicked pretty good on their passing game. Swanton's running game was just phenomenal at the beginning of this game.
They really got it done at the point of attack up front. Their bigs really dictated how this thing would be played out, and, you know, and in the end, really closing it out with their passing game, really keeping Rossford's Bulldogs off balance and outlasting Rossford 34-29 in a thriller right here at Swanton Stadium.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at the Toledo Sports Network. For Steve Taylor, I'm Josh Harris. Upstairs, we have Dave. You did a really good job on the camera.
Cheat 'em.
But thanks for tuning into this. Nail biter came down. 3 seconds left. Where Swanton ended up getting a touchdown to win this game, 34-29. That is it for us. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. This is the Toledo Sports Network.